Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 7th episode of the only season of My So-Called Life. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw a new substitute English teacher in Angela's class. He had a different way of teaching to most teachers. He started to focus on Jordan and realised that he was unable to read properly. The sub's unorthodox methods were drawing more students to the class, and they did appear to be working harder for him. One student wrote a slightly risque poem, and the students wanted it to be included in their annual literature magazine, which it was. When the principal read it, he promptly recalled all the copies of the magazine and stopped the students from seeing it. It appeared that the substitute was fired from his role, but it was later discovered that he quit after the principal found out that he was being sued for child support payments, which disappointed Angela. Taking a stand against the censorship, Angela reprinted the magazine and distributed it, but the principal didn't suspend her, but her actions seem to have awakened something inside her. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened, and I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1.
Love is when you look into someone's eyes and suddenly you go all the way inside to their soul.
Love isn't always both ways. You might go all the way into their soul, they might not necessarily go back into yours.
I thought at least by the age of 15 I would have a love life. But I don't even have a like life.
I've not gained 6 pounds.
Get off, get back on. Sometimes it,
7
sticks.
pounds?
Yeah, don't let it go on the scales.
Do I seem, how shall I phrase this, fat?
What?
Oh,
Shut up.
Yeah, don't answer that question.
No, I mean the date.
the 12th.
Does she think she's pregnant? She's just realised she hasn't had a period.
What is the big deal with staying with the group? I mean, what if Amelia Earhart had stayed with the group?
Or Diana Ross.
I wrote it last night. I couldn't sleep. It contains every feeling I've ever wanted to express about Jordan Catalano.
It's a letter to Jordan.
So what, are you going to send it to him?
No, are you crazy? It's private.
I think I'm finally over him.
Probably not, if you've written that letter.
Yeah. I was somewhat obsessed with him at one time, but
With the echo with that room, if Jordan's there, you could probably hear it, her talking 5 rooms away.
don't show this to anyone.
I won't.
Oh.
God.
She's either going to show it to someone or it'll accidentally fall into someone else's hands and Jordan is going to see it. Yeah, she really looks like she's over him as she follows him around. Oh, that's not good. And that's not good either.
So you want my number?
You better say no. She's 15 years old.
You drink coffee?
Black with 3 or 4 sugars.
What is that song? Is that a Crowded House song?
No, just this song that I'm writing. I'm in this band now, Frozen Embryos. So you should hear sometime. We're starting to sound okay.
I would love to. I mean,
So over him.
Angela, Jordan Catalano was having a conversation with me, like, on purpose.
She's dropped the note. The letter. She's dropped it.
You know that, letter thing?
I lost it.
On the plus side, I met this really cute guy.
Not the time.
Which means somebody could have found it. And Jordan Catalano was being nice to
Brian.
me. Like, out of nowhere.
No. Coincidence. I reckon Brian's got it.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here.
Oh.
I found it at the museum. You wrote it, right? Look, I didn't read it, okay? So you don't have to, like, tell
What,
me
you
something.
expect me to believe that?
How does he know it's hers?
You expect me to believe you didn't read it?
Yeah,
Never mind.
I don't believe that, I'm afraid.
I read parts of it, okay?
What?
Oh, he can't read.
I'd really like to know what it was that made it so incredibly boring.
He probably recognised the names, but yeah, he could. Well, he said he read bits of it, so he probably literally means that he could probably read a few bits of it, but he couldn't read the whole thing. So you gonna tell her? He's gonna have to.
You couldn't read it.
How she made that leap?
You never told me one. Before.
That's a bit of a leap for her to make. I don't see how she got to that bit.
Catalana, I just talked to Tino. Man, he said he can get us at Loft tonight. We're rehearsing tonight at this Loft.
So you mean I should go to the loft tonight?
Whatever. Catalana, let's go.
Where is the loft?
You're 8 days late?
Well, I mean, it could be pre-menopause.
Is that better or worse?
Finally, someday, we are gonna come to the end of our eggs.
She's a barrel of laughs, isn't she?
A man loses a little hair, he buys a great sports car. I know.
Can't afford a sports car.
Patty, we're 40. 40 is still considered young.
She's older than 40.
I could be pregnant. Are you kidding? It's your age. I know, I gotta beat George.
George?
That museum guard?
That's really wrong. How old's that security guard? He is 20s easily.
I haven't seen him since it happened. If I ran into him, I'd probably faint.
You won't run into him. He has shop fifth period Mondays and Wednesdays, and he never cuts shop.
How do you know?
I just know because I used to pass him on the way to computer.
Think somebody else likes Jordan.
Graham. What if it's a boy?
Patty, it's not a boy. It's not anything. Because it's not happening. You're not pregnant.
Suppose you didn't get a test.
I could. Ryan,
Ooh.
crack out.
It was open. Well, Angela's not here. She's at band practice.
He obviously heard.
Is the saxophone hard to play? I'm interested in the saxophone. Maybe you could show me how to play it sometime.
I think she has a crush.
Maybe tomorrow night.
Is he not going to come round and disappoint her?
Want to hear that song I was telling you about? All I need, that's what I said. I call her
Oh my god. Red. That's you.
It's not going to be her.
Well, stay. You should. I mean, that's the whole point, right?
Stay. Hear the rest of the rehearsal.
It's going to be somebody else there, and it's going to crush Angela.
I'm gonna get out of here. You want to ride somewhere?
Okay.
Maybe not. He's been nice to her. Although I do remember what happened last time they were in the car together.
I was just thinking. Could you maybe have dyslexia?
Hmm?
Part-time.
No, maybe it was her then. At least he's not groping her this time. He's been a bit more romantic. She's totally over him. Think she might be happy. It's not gonna last. Something's gonna happen.
Do you?
She's drinking coffee.
And humming.
I can go out on dates, right?
There's a sentence that probably strikes fear into parents' hearts.
Ground rules. You have a curfew. We have to know where you're going, whoever else is going to be there. And of course we have to meet him first, whoever he is.
That's quite a few, but they're all fair.
You have to meet him first?
I think I'd want to.
Like a little milk in your coffee?
No, I take it black
With lots of
3 or 4
sugar.
sugars.
Wonder why.
Say it was somebody you knew. Then I wouldn't have to introduce him to you. Because you'd already know him.
She does like Brian.
And you want to go through this with yet a third?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to.
Be quite an age gap between the kids.
When he's 40, we'll be dead.
He usually goes to PE on Thursdays, so if you could be on the north side of the gym as 5th period lets out.
Ricky.
You don't have to say it.
Oh, that's a bit hard. If he does like him and seeing Angela getting together with him.
I can't get that song you wrote, like, out of my mind.
I'm still not done writing it, so...
Well, there's this movie, and,
He looks awkward and embarrassed.
We could do that.
yeah, but, the thing is, this is gonna sound so weird.
You need to come to my parents first.
They have to meet you. Before.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could just come by, like, tonight.
It's the most awkward invite. I was like pulling teeth.
What was that about? Just shut up.
I just wasn't expecting to have to meet this guy so soon.
Oh, and Brian's coming round tonight, isn't he?
Look at me, I'm bloated. I'm very, very interested in chocolate.
Does that mean I'm pregnant?
It's only Brian.
Anyway, so Danielle seemed interested, so
Oh, she's done her hair.
I remember that I still need my Malcolm X, so...
Here's your book.
Get out.
Honey, could you come in here a second?
No! Anyway, he's here to see me.
So what, you and Jordan Catalano are like a couple?
Yes, why is that so hard to accept?
He's going to walk out and Danielle's going to be really upset and disappointed.
You're bringing Jordan Catalano to the bicycle thief?
That idiot? You dare call him that! You don't know, you don't understand.
Oh, don't tell him.
You just analyze everything until it barely even exists.
He's not going to turn up.
It's Tino. He said we should meet him over on Clyburn. There's a party. No, there's just this thing I said I would do.
Which you're late for by the looks of it. Very late for. Which isn't going to create a good impression with the parents, and it's not doing too good a job with Angela. I've done this many times, but when I've been on, well, any dates, let alone a first date, I'd probably be something like 3 hours early, and I would sit in the car outside, around the corner or something, and just wait until the right time to go. Never be late for something like that.
It wasn't definite. It wasn't like a date.
Oh, we know that.
And she's going to feel humiliated in front of her parents.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Well, he didn't go to that party. So I don't quite understand why he hasn't gone to Angela's. Knows all the clothes that she tried on to find the right outfit.
If it had been in actual life, you would have received instructions on where to go and what to do.
Bit of a difference to the previous morning. I mean, he's blown it as far as the parents are concerned. I'd be furious if I ever met him now, if I was her dad. After seeing how disappointed he made my daughter. I mean, yeah, he's wrecked that. Great first impression. How's their relationship at the moment? After last time?
So have your car gone all the way yet?
That is completely none of your business.
Look, I know it's none of my business.
That's you still asking.
I made a solemn promise to myself that I would not go all the way until I was ready.
Well, yeah. She didn't say until I was married. She was being realistic. Until I'm ready, she said, which is absolutely what everyone should do. It's not really a. I mean, the opposite, the alternative to that is to go all the way when she's not ready, which wouldn't be good.
I mean, it's fun and all, you know. I don't always feel it. Sometimes I feel like numb or something.
Maybe you just haven't found the right person yet.
I've tried every type of person.
Doesn't mean you found the right person.
I don't want to hear his side. I never want to see him again for the rest of my...
That'll change as soon as she sees him.
It was kind of like driving by a horrible car accident.
Can't help but look. What's he gonna say, if anything?
She's a little upset. I guess she figures, you know, why didn't you call or something?
Yeah, that makes sense. She, like, wanted me to meet her parents. I just...
Scared.
It's like she knows too much about me or something.
He feels vulnerable.
She just makes too big a deal out of everything. I mean, she makes everything too complicated.
That song that you wrote, she really liked it. And it was obvious what it was about. So...
Yeah. My car.
Yeah.
Now, seriously, hon, do you know anything yet?
I can't believe it.
Not.
Oh, God.
I got my period.
Oh. Okay.
Looks like he does want. He might not have realised it until that sort of moment that actually, oh, yeah, I do want another child. And he was happy for that reason. Whereas she obviously has now come to the realisation that she doesn't. She's relieved that she's had a period and she doesn't want. She can't. She's not pregnant. So.
The idea of actually starting over again right now with another child when I'm...
He does.
I just don't want to go back there now.
I can understand that. You've got 2 children and they're older children now. Danielle's not a baby. It would... To restart again would be...
Oh, Graham.
Tough.
You wanted a son. I thought you were past all that now.
I thought so, too.
Yeah, until it happened. Ice cream.
It's cookie dough. Eat it right out of the carton. Mom.
What other ways there to eat it?
You can leave the ice cream.
I really want some cookie dough ice cream now.
I wouldn't presume to think that anything I could say would lift your spirits. I mean, all this week I was so afraid that I was pregnant.
What?
Not sure that's a conversation I'd want to have with my daughter.
Mom!
What's that funny?
Oh, it's cheered her up. It's really weird watching actors sometimes when they're eating. She obviously didn't have a big spoonful. She'd sort of fiddled around with it, had a little bit. It's because they might have to do like 30 takes of that scene. So if they kind of eat it all the time, they're going to get full and make themselves ill. So they always just have tiny little bits because they might have to do it again in a minute and then another minute. So yeah, it's quite funny to watch sometimes.
Would you still like me to give you a saxophone lesson?
No.
Oh. But at least he came round to offer.
Why is Dad playing catch with Brian Krakow?
I guess if you live with 3 women, that would make any man desperate.
You're an honorary son for 5-10 minutes.
So what'd your parents think of Jordan Catalano? Were they, like, revolted?
Oh!
Seriously, I cannot wait until it happens to you.
I think it has.
I'll say, see,
told you so.
And that goes back to what I said at the beginning about love being not always two ways. Yeah, I've been there. But close friend who yeah, anyway. Good episode. So I'm assuming Jordan didn't go around because he felt it was all a bit too heavy. I mean, he is a bit more of a casual kind of guy, isn't he? He's not much of a planner. So yeah, the fact he just wanted to hang out with her, maybe go see the film, that was fine. But when it came to sort of from the start meeting the parents, that seemed to make him. I was going to say scare him, but maybe not. Maybe he did say it was just all a bit too much. And it was just a bit. He just wanted something a bit less, which I can understand. But I can also understand why the parents would set that ground rule first. Maybe, I mean, Angela planned it that he was going to go round to the house and just meet them, and that was it. Maybe if it had been let's go to the film, but come and meet my parents for 10-15 minutes before we go or something. That might have been a bit easier way of doing it. Making it a full-on meet the parents to start with was probably completely off-putting. He was thinking about it though, because he did say to his friends he wasn't going to go to the that party. He had something to do, and then he was thinking it all through. So it's not like he dismissed it immediately. But yeah, that song was about his car. I didn't think it was going to be about Angela. It was too obvious, but I didn't think about the car. I should have. So yeah, looks like Brian is in love with Angela, from the way it was all worded and the way he looked. Danielle seemed to have a crush on him. I assume that's gone now. That's the way she acted at the end. At that age, crushes probably come and go. So, yeah. So, yeah. But sorry for Brian. Yeah. So not a bad episode. Quite lots of bits happened. Be interesting to see what happens in the next one with her and Jordan. Are things going to pick up, or is that it? I doubt that's going to be it. I think it'll be on and off again, I think, throughout the whole season, but we'll see. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and I shall see you for the next one. Be seeing you.